Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what happened? Why? What happened? No, for real, what happened? Something definitely, you weren't born this way? What happened? Why are you so reserved?
I'm just naturally shy.
Well, not naturally. You weren't shy as a baby, crying for your mama's milk. What happened since then? I see it. You're just afraid to say it. Why? What happened?
I think I'm naturally
Just meh?
Yeah, just not loud.
Well, it's not just not loud. It's where's the life? Where's the passion? I see it. Yeah. Are you excited? Yeah. Kinda. I'm just naturally like this. Why? When did you shift to being a loud baby? Like, milk, mama, milk! Give me the teat! To, meh. Do you want it, son? I guess so. What happened? When did it shift? There's definitely a time, it can be hard to remember, to be clear, but there's a time when there was a shift. All of you, by the way, weren't born like humans. The people I see here, for the most part, aren't the people you were when you were born. I see a bunch of fake masks. However, most of you have confused these fake masks with the real you. Why? Because you've been being this fake mask for so long. It's as if I were born with these sunglasses on. For real. Imagine, I'm a baby, I'm like, ah! And my mom's like, put these on, put these sunglasses on. I'm like, okay. And then I go through life, and I tried to take them off at school and express myself, and what do the classmates say? Put them back on! Okay, I'll put them back on. Then maybe I grow a little older, I'm like, you know what? I can work on my confidence. I saw a post saying, I'm good enough. I don't need the sunglasses. Put them on! Okay. I guess it's just me. I was born with these sunglasses on. The sunglasses of shyness and stifledness and shame. And then I come to an event like this. I'm sitting down with everyone. Are you excited? Yeah. Show us your eyes. These are my eyes. No, your real eyes. When did you put them on? I was born this way. I was born with sunglasses on. Well, no. There's some point in your life where you started hiding and putting them on. And the first step to true change is awareness. Now, as I mentioned, it can be very hard to identify. Why? Because we suppress and repress. It's not comfortable to remember the first moment someone was like, put them on! Usually it's due to trauma, something traumatic. Now, when I say trauma, it doesn't necessarily mean at a surface level something extreme, like someone just beating you, although yes, that is traumatic. But as a child, you have a very limited perspective. Maybe in class, someone laughed like, pfft, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be ostracized from the classroom. And from my limited perception as a kid, the classroom's the world. Better fit in. And you've gotten so used to wearing these sunglasses, so used to being fake, you've forgotten what it's like to be you. Now, from there, what do people do? They look for tips and tricks. Hey, how can you have any tips and tricks to make it seem like I have eyes, even though I'm wearing sunglasses? Anyone? Any tips and tricks to be confident and loud? And that is the majority of self-help. For real. Go online, go on YouTube, how to be confident, how to be expressive. And it's like, hey, just do this, do that. Hey, it's all about your morning routine. So that means my morning routine will make it seem like I'm not wearing sunglasses. It doesn't work. Because it's compensating. It's in reaction. It's the whole what now philosophy. I have a problem. What now? What now? How do I fix it? What now? As opposed to, and this is what you must all realize, a lot of it is self-imposed. Instead of what now, the approach is why and when. Wait a minute. Why do I need tips and tricks to make it seem like I have eyes? When did I start hiding my eyes? It's the whole fake it till you make it. Hey, you got to act confident till you feel confident. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Why do I have to act confident? Fake it till you make it? Even that whole saying is assuming that you are being real right now. How do you know you're being real? What if you're being fake? What if instead of fake it till you make it, it's act real until you remember? Until you remember what it's like to be you. Recently, my daughter really got into The Lion King, the Disney movie. And by the way, that movie is intense and emotional, as you all know. And out of all the Disney movies, that one's one level up. I had to buckle her seatbelt when she's like, hey, I want that one. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, it's a little scary. Do you want me to fast forward? She's like, no, just the scary parts. I'm like, for real, for real. So we're watching this movie, and there's the classic scene where Simba runs off, grows up, and tries to hide from his problems, right? He's hanging out with Timon and Pumbaa, eating bugs. And there's this scene where he looks up, first into the water, then into the clouds, and sees his father. His father appears in the voice of Darth Vader. Simba, remember who you are. Stop eating the bugs. You are a lion. Remember who you are. And he's like, oh, you're right. That's a lot of this work here. I'm looking at you bug eaters, not Bill Gates bug eaters, but authenticity bug eaters. You've been hanging out with Timon and Pumbaa too long. You're like, hey, Hakuna Matata, I'm not being real. No, no, no. Remember who you are. That's a lot of this work. Now, to remember who you are, it's not as simple as just realizing it. Oh yeah, just remember. No, it's identifying everything that is keeping the bug eater alive. All the experiences, all the references, all the beliefs that have been programmed into you. You are not enough. Shut your mouth. Don't be so loud. Stay quiet. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. You're like, okay, okay. It's releasing all of that. And it's not about becoming confident. It's about realizing confidence. It's not about, I'm a bug eater. How do I become a lion? Tips and tricks to be a lion? It's no, realize you're not a fucking bug eater. You've always been a lion. So back to you. Spit those bugs out. When did you start eating the bugs? When did you start putting these on? What happened?
I think it started when I got disproportionately punished in childhood for being loud.
Now pause. Notice just a huge shift just now in the way you talked before versus now. Huge. Before it's, meh, meh, what's wrong? I don't want to say it. Just give me a bug, please. And now, respect to you, it dropped a bit. I see a bit more of the lion in you, acknowledging it. Now, it's not comfortable to acknowledge it. As you can see, you're like, oh, this hurts. Yeah, it hurts. Anyone who sold you on this lie that transformation is peachy, hey, just follow the feel good. You want to know how you're changing? You feel better and better and better. No. People tend to think true transformation, not that I've done it, is like a Molly trip. It's not. And not that I've done it either, but I like the analogy. It's like an ayahuasca trip. I have tried acid when I was 21, to be clear, but that's the only one I've done. But it was pretty traumatic too. But no, true change is you're facing your inner demons. You're not running from them. The same with meditation. True meditation that changes you isn't focusing on a mantra or the now and just being like, be present, be present, be present. And for most people, although this is beneficial, by the way, to some extent, it turns into this escape where they're trying to be present to avoid their problems, to avoid the negativity. That's not fun to realize. No, true meditation is, instead of focusing on that, focus on your problems and release the charge behind them, because that's what's running you. Focus on all the stuff you've been running away from your entire life. It's like your entire life, I'm running away from this. Oh no, the monster's behind me. Money, success, friends, relationships, food, drugs, alcohol, it's still there. Self-help, self-help. No, no, no. Stop running away, turn around and face it. And what you'll realize is that there was never a monster to begin with. It's the same as a child who is scared of monsters. I talked about my daughter before, she's in that phase now. She needs a monster check before going to bed. There is a child, a younger you, an inner child, that still fears things that you know now as an adult that aren't scary. You know there's no monster in the closet, but a part of you still believes there are. You know there are certain situations, for example, in life. If I were to say, bring some of you up and say, hey, sing a song in front of everyone. You ready? Who am I going to pick to sing? You ready? Probably, you're feeling it. What are you feeling? That younger you saying, I might die. Now, logically, as an adult, if you look at this situation, are you going to die if you sing? Yes? No? No. I was like, well, maybe no. No. But it still feels that way. When your response is disproportionate to reality, that's when something inside of you is being triggered. Meaning there's a part of you, not consciously, but a part of you that still thinks, if I do this, most likely due to a past experience, if I do this and I embody this aspect, singing, expressive, my survival is at risk. Is it? No, but it believes it. And it's no different than adult you, conscious, with child you, subconscious, saying, hey, it's time to open that closet. Now, every step of the way, it's going to feel like a monster is going to leap out. Until you do, you're like, oh, there was nothing there. And that's what you must do with every single thing that runs you. Every single thing that gets triggered inside of you, it's opening the closet and ultimately facing fear's bluff. Because it is a bluff. All those situations in your life, audit them consciously. How do I feel about this? Audit your emotional reaction, then logically analyze it. Is it proportionate? And anytime it isn't, you're fearing a monster in the closet. Now, it's not about then trying to progressively desensitize yourself, because that's the traditional approach, right? Hey, I'm scared of public speaking. What am I going to do? Speak a ton and get used to it. But that's not the way, because then you're trying to numb yourself to what you're feeling. It's like that movie Fight Club. It's go to your happy place in the snow with the penguins. It's like, and people do this socially, right? Oh, I'm scared to say hi to this person. I'm scared. Just do it. Happy place, happy place. Hi, how's it going? But then you never address the actual fear. You never address what's getting triggered. This means not escaping to your happy place. Sink into it. Let it take over. Go into the discomfort. Go into the triggered sensations and feel them. And by being with them, the charge gets released. That's how you open the closet and realize there was no monster. And the more monsters you realize weren't there, the more free you become. For real. That's the work. You can try to compensate as much as you want. It never gets to the cause. It's the same with, say, social skills. I call this the difference between a social scammer and a social master. Meaning that in human interactions, communication skills, there's a lot to be aware of. There's different channels of communication, there's different things you can say, ways you can express yourself, charisma, so on and so forth. One person is going to use all that advice to distract people from who they authentically are. I'm not good enough, but if I act this way and say this thing, people are going to think, I'm up here. Terrible, toxic, that is scamming. You're scamming people into thinking you're someone that you're not. That's a social scammer. A social master is someone who might use the exact same understanding, technique, so on and so forth, but it's not to distract people from who they are, it's to highlight who they are. The same with self-help, spirituality, inner work. You can use this to try to compensate and escape from that inner darkness, or you can use it to dive into it, release it, and ultimately, just like Simba, spit out the bug and realize you're a lion. Okay? Now, one last thing back to you. What's the fear around tapping in or ultimately reclaiming that inner lion? What happens if you are that?
I'll get abandoned. I'll get rejected.
Okay. Follow-up question, and this will be the last one. Don't worry. How do you feel right now on a daily basis? Do you feel fulfilled and whole and happy, or do you feel somewhat abandoned and rejected?
I would say I feel shame, reclusive. hiding.
Yeah. So, great honesty. And by the way, give him a hand, because that takes a lot, for real. And here's the last point with this. Reclaiming your inner Simba, your inner lion. Is it possible that, just as you said, you do get abandoned and rejected? Yes or no? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Is being authentic, although people praise it, hey, just be authentic, be yourself, is it peachy? No, not necessarily. Especially if you've been acting like a bug eater your entire life. Suddenly you're like, hey, by the way, everyone, I'm a lion. They run off. Literally, even your closest relationships, your closest friendships, it might stir things up. And they might leave you. They might not be okay with you being a lion. But here's the thing. Even though externally they might abandon you, leave you, reject you, here's the most important part. Internally, you stop doing that to you. Because right now, by not claiming your inner lion, back to Lion King, you're ultimately disowning and abandoning yourself, a part of yourself. You're pretending to be someone you're not. And although, yes, externally things might seem fine and peachy, it's never worth it. This is when you create what I call a golden prison, where at the surface everything seems fine. And you know how many clients I get where everything seems fine at the surface? So many, especially entrepreneurs, by the way. People who work a ton, and at the surface you look at them and you're like, they have it all. Look, they have friends, they have money, they even have a family, they're doing something they love. Ugh, I wish I was them. Yet you talk to them behind the scenes, they're being eaten up inside. They're like, everything seems great at the surface, but I feel terrible within. What's wrong with me? And I tell them, you're not honoring you. It's not worth sacrificing what's in here for what's out there. And even in terms of feeling safe and secure in life, by the way, it's not about designing an external situation or a safe space where you're like, okay, if I just control everything, I have my friends, I have this, everything's safe, right? I just need to control things to go my way. That'll never lead you to true safety and security. True safety and security, true confidence even, is knowing that no matter what happens out there, I'm okay. I can honor me, be me, and if everyone leaves, that's okay because I got me. And then it gives you the platform to build real friendships, real relationships. Not who resonate with the front, the person you've been pretending to be, the bug eater, but who resonate truly with you. And this is a harsh truth where, hey, if you're really willing to change, it's confronting your inner demons, but also confronting what we call the destruction phase of transformation. Meaning, you change, great, but now everything out here is going to change too. Anyone who resonated with the old you, gone. They're not going to like it. They're not going to accept you. Even close friends, close relationships, that might fade away too. And you have to be willing to sacrifice that. There's a price to pay for everything. There's a price to pay for authenticity. The price to pay for authenticity is you have to let go of anything and everything in your life that is inauthentic. And it's scary. It's harsh. Especially if that's all that you have, because then you're alone. I'm starting from scratch. Yeah, you are. But I'd rather start from scratch now than years down the road or never. And you know when most people start from scratch? On their deathbed. When they realize it's too late. They're like, what have I done? It's like, you're going to die now. Or they find out they have some illness. It's like, hey, you have stage 4 cancer. You're like, oh, everything I lived was a lie. And that's why everyone on their deathbed always has these regrets. They're like, let the younger generations know. And it's always the same thing. It's, I wish I would have allowed myself to be happier. I wish I would have been more real. I wish I would have spent time with the people who truly matter. But for them, it's too late. And we don't take the warning. We're like, oh, that's inspirational. Back to my phone. Scroll, 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 scroll. No, take the warning. That's that whole die before you die saying. You must all realize these things before you get to that point. Because there's no warning in life. Your warning is you're born. You're going to die. There's your warning, you're going to die. And it's never worth sacrificing what's in here. Ever. And it's a choice. It's a commitment you must all make. And usually it comes after a lot of pain. You reach a point where you're like, enough is enough. And there's also value in pain. All of you here, you are here because you've experienced some kind of pain, or you won't have this openness to actually work on yourself and confront what's going on. The things you hate about your life the most is what led you here on this journey of self-improvement. So there's value there. But you can't do it halfway. You got to commit. And trust me, although it's scary, it's like I might lose everyone. There's that famous saying once more, although you might get rejected and people might leave you who only resonated with the fake front, and that might hurt. But you know what hurts a lot more? Only being accepted when you're being someone that you're not. You forever feel like an imposter. And what does it keep saying? Hey, like say you're being fake. I'm like, oh, you're so awesome, you're so awesome, you're so awesome. You know you're being fake. What does it keep communicating? The fake me's so awesome, meaning the real me sucks. Anytime someone compliments the fake you, it tells the real you, you suck. You're worthless, you're nothing. And it does more harm to your self-esteem than anything else. And the loneliness too, we think lonely is just having no friends, no one. No, many people are extremely lonely, surrounded by so many people. And even people who care, who are there for them. Hey, what's wrong? I'm here for you. But it always feels like you're just one step back disconnected. Like there's this invisible wall between you and others. And although they're there, it just doesn't click because you are not fully there for you. Until there's the click within, there won't be a click out there. So that's the work. I know it seems fun at the surface, same as on social media. It sounds so great. Be authentic, be yourself, attract your tribe. It feels so good when you're authentic, everyone. Follow the feel good. No, the truth of it is, as always, don't fall for social media. The real work starts by diving into that inner darkness. The real work is not comfortable. The real work is facing your inner demons. Right into it. It's opening every closet where you think, a part of you thinks there's a monster in it, and re-owning it. And when you do, you are free. And trust me, the loneliness you might feel doesn't come from something missing out there. It's in here. Someone who's there for themselves, loves themselves, it doesn't matter who they're with, because they got them. And that's the thing, all of you have you. You're in a relationship with you. And audit your time alone, away from people, away from distractions. Can you hang out with you? When's the last time you went on a date with you? When's the last time you went out to dinner with you? How was that? You'll see too, restaurants, even couples, someone goes to the bathroom immediately, need my distraction. Can't be with me. You come home after work, TV, drink, food, something. I gotta be doing something with me. I can't just be with me. No, be with you. That's a lot of this work. Funny enough, it's the same with parenting. A lot of parents, they must always do things with their children. Oh, I gotta spend time with my kids. What's some cool activity my kid would like? Let's do this, let's do this. And it might be the most fun, crazy things. But when's the last time they actually were just being with their kids? Even doing something boring, just sitting there, just playing or listening to them, just being and offering your full attention and presence. That's what the kid wants. And that's what you want from you. View yourself, parent and kid. Are you just doing things with yourself? I'm bored. Let's do the movie thing. Let's do the work thing. Let's do the drinking thing. Let's do the eating thing. Let's do the TV thing. When were you just being with you? Just spending time and honoring you. Can you even remember? When's the last time you played with you? Now, when I say played, everyone's like, I know what that is. No, but when's the last time you played and just use your imagination? Funny enough, that's also a lot of business and stuff. It's creating. Right now, what am I doing? I'm playing with myself. Not in the way you think, but I'm playing with me. I'm creating this thing in this moment. We lose touch with that. We're always used to external things doing to us. Movie, do it to me. Video game, entertain me. Restaurant, feed me, right? It's do. When were you at the cause of your own fulfillment and joy? And you'll see this For myself, like, it was a great reminder with kids. It's like, you see this in kids. They'll take two little toys and they're like, here's the bottle toy, and making up stories and creating and playing. Do you do that with you? And the best way to try this is get bored more often. Create windows of boredom where you don't just jump to the next distraction. You can schedule it in like work. Hey, for 1 hour today, no distractions, nothing. I'm either going to sit still or entertain myself. And see what comes up. For real. Same with going on a date with you. Go to a restaurant by yourself. Now you have the option. You're either going to sit there like, oh, it's just me. I wish someone was sitting across from me. What are people thinking of me? And no phone, by the way. You're just there with yourself, waiting. You order, you're waiting for your food, and now there's a great opportunity to entertain yourself. There is massive value in boredom. We don't allow ourselves to get bored that often. We're just rushing with all these distractions. There's an infinite amount of them. With social media, all the streaming services, you could binge shows until you die. For real, it's endless. And people have gotten so used to it too that the quality and standards have dropped down to the point where people can just pump out the worst things. You're just like, it's better than just me, better than hanging out with me. Like, that's why people also watch these mindless reality shows and like all these things like, oh, like dating stuff, and they're just like watching it. They're like, I know this is trash, but it beats being with me. Right? So it really comes down to, once more, that relationship with you. What's it like? Can you be excited being with you? What does it feel like to be you? I'm bored. Well, then there's work to be done. Oh, I don't really love me. Well, then there's work to be done. A lot of this too is like, you could say, marriage counseling for you and yourself. Imagine you and yourself were sitting there on the couch, like you're there with yourself, and I'm like, okay, why do you hate her? And you're like, she's lazy in this. What do you have to say? Oh, well, she does this. And like, listen to it. That too, it's the uncomfortable work. It's listening to that inner dialogue. We all have it. That little voice in your head, what's it saying? Stop trying to ignore it or drown it out. Listen to it and take notes. What it's saying, although not comfortable, although usually really mean and terrible, is the most valuable information. You might procrastinate on something. You worthless piece of shit. You're like, oh, where did that? Write it down. Why? Why do you think I'm worthless? Because of this. Why else? Because of this. Take all the notes. Now you know what you're working with. That's ultimately what gives you the game plan for what to work on. No one out here is going to give it to you. I can't give it to you because I don't know you. Only you know you. So you got to discover and introspect, what is running me? What's going on? If I'm in an abusive, dysfunctional relationship with me, how can I fix this? And then it's not just with you and present you, it's with you and younger versions of you. You've all heard the term inner child. I always joke, my events are rehab for abusive parents. All of you are the most abusive parents. You abusers. Now, not to real children, to your inner child. You're like, shut up, get in the corner. It's like Harry Potter, sleep under the stairs in the closet, shut up. I'm like, no, re-own, forgive. But there's shame. That younger version of me got rejected in school. Re-own. That's this work. And what you'll notice, to conclude this first part, is with time you will feel more at home within yourself, more at home within your body. No longer the need to hide, compensate, create this mask, be cool. No longer living in this very competitive state. Me versus. And that's how I used to feel, by the way, early on in my journey. I've been working on myself since 2006. So for a while now, coaching since 2010. But the first year or two coaching, it was a lot of me versus the audience even. Where I came up here and internally I felt insecure. I'm like, oh, I know I have some good things to say, but I'm afraid that people see through me. What if they see that I'm still a little shy within? Oh no, what if they see the anxious me that I've been all these years? Oh no, they're all against me. They're all looking for weakness. And that's what it felt. I'd walk up here in front, and instead of seeing all of you here like, oh, hey, how's it going? I would view you all as enemies, just like, ready to take notes. Show us the weakness, loser. We're here to see through the front. And I was like, okay, me versus. And it wasn't me versus like got to dominate or hurt you or whatnot, but it was like, just got to be cool. Do you like me? Look how cool I am. And I'd compensate. As opposed to, hey, no, what you see is what you get. Here's me. And notice how ridiculous that inner dialogue is too. I'm here and they're the enemy. Yet if we actually logically look at the situation, no one's the enemy. All of us are here because we believe in working on ourselves. None of you showed up here being like, screw this guy. You're here because like, hey, I like this guy's content. Please deliver value here in person. That's why I'm here. I put in the effort to show up here in person, which, by the way, isn't nothing. And thank you for showing up in person. Old me would have been way too scared to show up. I'm like, just behind the screen on YouTube, never in person. So you had the balls and courage to show up here. I said balls, but I said, the whatever and courage to be here. Respect. You want this event to go well. You're rooting for me. You're like, come on, give us the value. You got this. Yet it's funny how in my head in the day, I was like, no, they're against me. How many situations in your lives is that happening? People want you to succeed. It's crazy. Friends might want you to succeed. Maybe not all. Family members might want you to succeed. Maybe not all. So many people want you to succeed, and we're like, no, they're all against me. Because those deep-rooted beliefs programmed into you during your childhood are more powerful than whatever conscious ones you try to make yourself think now. And they will hijack your focus. And they will block out anything that goes against them. And that's why this work is so important.